this. Her diary sits by the bedside table. The curtains are closed, the cat's in the cradle. Who would have thought that a boy like me could come to this? Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been some kind of kiss. I should have walked away. I should have walked away. Is there any just cause for feeling like this? On the surface, I'm a name on a list. I try to be discreet, but then blow it again. I've lost and found, it's my final mistake. She's loving by proxy, no give and all take. 'Cause I've been thrilled to fantasy one too many times. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been some kind of kiss. I should have walked away. I should have walked away. It was a long, hot night. She made it easy. She made it feel right. But now it's over. The moment is gone. I followed my hands, not my head. I know I was wrong. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been some kind of kiss. I should have walked away. I should have walked away. Oh, I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. Oh, I just died. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside, and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time to believe it, but after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough. No, do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough. No, what am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you? Well, I can't do that. And there's no turning back. I need time to move on. I need love to feel strong, 'cause I've had time to think it through. And maybe I'm too good for you. Oh, do you believe in life after love? After love, I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough. No, do you believe in life after love? say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. But I know that I'll get through this, 'cause I know that I am strong, and I don't need you anymore. Oh, I don't need you anymore. Oh, I don't need you anymore. No, I don't need you anymore. Do you believe in life after love? I can love. I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? I can love. I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? I can love. I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? I can love. I can feel something inside me say I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La, la la dee dee da, la la dee da da dum. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la, la la dee dee da, la la dee da da dum. Now Paul's a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. It's the sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, oh, la, la la dee dee da, la la dee da da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile.
This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the XboxEra podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon-exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything XboxEra does is only made possible by the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our MVPs and executive producers are all incredible people, but even more so are our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely and benevolent CEO, Torn Raptor. If you want to become part of one of the best communities on the internet, head to patreon.com/XboxEra, where your patronage can help keep us alive for another month. Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of XboxEra Headlines. The date today is July 29th, 2025. I'm Jon, and Jesse and I are here to talk you through all of the latest in video game news from across this wonderful, bizarre, up and down, all over the place industry. As a bonus for our wonderful patrons, we make audio versions of these episodes available to them via Patreon for use in their preferred podcast app. But if you're on Spotify, you can link your account and listen to it there instead. If you would like access to these, as well as a plethora of other content, head over to patreon.com/XboxEra, where you can support us directly, which is actually enormously beneficial to us, and we would really appreciate it. Hey, buddy. It's Tuesday. There's news. You've got a good t-shirt. That is an excellent t-shirt.
Yeah, and all the money went to Dog. It's the Doom the Bark Ages t-shirt that I ordered years ago or months ago. Finally came in. All the money goes
I take it you'll be wearing that around Gamescom, right?
Probably. All the money went to, there was like 3 different dog rescue organizations, and all the money went there. So there. It was through the Bethesda Gear Shop.
Nice. It's a good one. That is a good one. Plenty to talk about today.
Yeah.
Randomly, that's all kind of for me, because I was distracted somewhat. I will put it that way. I was distracted this morning by things and stuff. But yeah, we're here. It's going to be a good one. I was so distracted that I haven't actually informed my kids that I'm doing a live show. So I am fully expecting them to just stroll right in, interrupt me mid-sentence.
It happened about 17 times yesterday when I was on with Grub.
Oh, okay. I can sense one coming. It's like they know. They've not spoken to me in about 90 minutes. They've been off doing their own thing, and I can hear thumping. And thumping means we're coming down to your dad. We're going to come and irritate you with questions. We'll see what happens. I apologize in advance, folks, for any interruptions. Now, before we get into the news, obviously, games-wise, if you missed it, my extensive review in progress of the pretty great Grounded 2 is now out and available to watch and or read on XboxEra.com. Note to self, never say yes to reviewing 2 absolutely massive crafting survival games simultaneously.
Well, you did fine.
I think I did all right. Like Grounded 2, I actually had for a much longer period, but I couldn't start it until Abiotic Factor's review was done. Both similar genres, obviously very different premises in that crafting survival world. But if you're curious about Grounded 2, please do go check out my written review in progress. And I will illustrate and underline that this is a review in progress. For those that might be annoyed or perceive perhaps hate from the score,
My points are basically this. It is Grounded again, right? If you loved Grounded, congratulations. Here is a bigger, better, prettier Grounded. In real terms, outside of the new map, they've added a dodge mechanic and they've added buggies that's running around on ants or maybe some other creatures. I didn't want to ruin the surprise, so I didn't include it in the review itself. But outside of that, like it is just Grounded, bigger and prettier. So I'm more curious to see now over the next 1 to 2 years what that early access journey is going to be like. But safe to say, if you love Grounded, you are going to adore this. I really enjoyed myself. It was great fun. Jesse very kindly donated a lot of his free time to help me grind out and get as far as we could. And we went and tackled some far too higher level for us areas that we had to swiftly retreat from.
I only died once the whole time,
yeah,
though.
You've got the skills, mate. Video
and
skills.
I've got the skills where, in case anyone's wondering, I did this while doing 2 other reviews, which come out over the next 2 days.
Mm-hmm. It's been good times.
Yeah, we're always busy.
Yeah, I pumped in around 20 plus hours into this early access preview. So there's a good amount of story content. There are no story spoilers in the preview review in progress that I've written. So you can go in, rest easy. I'm not going to reveal anything. But it's gorgeous, isn't it? Mm-hmm. What a pretty game.
Yeah.
Very, very pretty.
It is. It's interesting for Obsidian to be just so damn good at graphics now.
It's just so efficient as well. In terms of producing stuff, and obviously we have to give some credit to Eidos Montreal because they are partnered with Obsidian on this one. As I understand it, the team at Obsidian for Grounded 2, I think I read somewhere, and don't take this as gospel.
300 people.
It was actually smaller in terms of the team at Obsidian helping push this forward. So I don't know how true that is. I read it briefly and did not investigate. But good, yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Out now, Game Pass, Steam preview.
I went to bring up a trailer for the main news story and immediately saw the main reason I hate YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it fun? What is the main news story now? Because I don't know which is it.
Xbox detailed their Gamescom booth, which includes the playable Hollow Knight Silksong, and so I went to get the Silksong trailer and immediately just saw this sucks actually.
Oh God.
Because I'm guessing because it's I don't know, Primacon, never heard of him. He's got a ton of views, so he's probably a very big channel. But I'm guessing he hates it because it's just in Germany, and most people aren't going to be in Germany. That would be my guess. I'm not going to click it and find out. Yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong among the more than 20 game demos they have there. They said there would be some surprises as well. Who knows what that means? But yeah, a lot of people are saying, I don't believe it. And it's like, they'd have to have it already done and locked in. It's going to be there. Like, they wouldn't say it if they didn't already have the demo build, like, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting. There's some really good shit at that booth that only John will get to go see early.
Well, so
without some luck.
We can't reveal too much. We can't. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll be able to play loads. And yes, obviously, I will make a beeline.
Yeah. Well, because last year we talked about how we were lucky enough to be a part of the groups that go in early, and we showed off the whole booth. But I have a feeling that from talking to people, there's way more people going to Gamescom this year, both industry and press. It's crazy how big Gamescom is this year. So probably won't be as easy to get around everything, even during the press time, where it was very dead last year. Like, there was, 30, 40 people all spread out in this half an aircraft hangar. I bet you this year it's going to be very full.
Yeah, I think Gamescom I don't know, they make some occasional mistakes, in my opinion, because Wednesday is an industry day, and I've been to 3 Gamescoms now, right? And the first time I went, they really messed it up, and like anyone that had a tentative link with an industry ticket, meaning, I work for an audio company that does video games, boom, I'm in and I can go and try everything. And they kind of just got muddled in with the press. So the press people were like, who are these people? Like, get out of the way. This is meant to be my time to beat the queues, right? And look, I know I sound elitist when I say that, but if you're trying to do a job and cover 40 different things, you want as much convenient time as possible. And then they rescinded that this year, and they still let those people in, but they gave like a window between like 9 and 1 p.m. where no, unless you're on this list, you're not coming through this barrier. And they're doing that again this year. But that entry in is extremely limited. It's not enough to just have a press pass. You've got to be on the list. So I will be checking out as much as I can. And this is the list according to Microsoft. We've got the first, we've got Ninja Gaiden 4, we've got Grounded 2, Indiana Jones, but not the DLC.
Yeah, because I'm guessing they don't want the DLC spoiled.
Yeah. Age of Empires and Age of Mythology Retold, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, obviously Hollow Knight Silksong, Borderlands 4, Onimusha, Way of the Sword. So I'm wondering what Capcom's presence is.
Well, they said they also have Resident Evil there to play.
Yeah,
they said that during Summer Games Fest, but I don't know anyone that's heard from Capcom.
Interesting. We've got Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
It should be out a week later.
Yeah, Animo. There are no ghosts at the Grand, which was a bit of an eye-opener from the showcase. Power Wash Simulator 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, Final Fantasy 16, Invincible Versus, Super Meat Boy 3D, Cronos, The New Dawn, and Mistfall Hunter. So there's a lot
and
of
our
games.
website with the ads, it just chopped this list I made in half twice. And then at the very end, you get Mistfall Hunter by itself.
That is gross, isn't it?
What the heck? Come on, ad partner. Because I can't do the don't put an ad thing here with a list. But I feel confident in saying if these things are up here, it's probably fine to say that we might be able to get to go see some of them. I won't say exactly what, but there are many things in this list that I am personally going to go see.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
Now, that's all well and good. And if you're local-ish to Europe, and you're not in the US and you can make it to Gamescom, obviously, Jesse, you've been there. Thoroughly recommend it. Great city.
Amazing tourist city. If you only speak English, it'll be okay. That's why I'm a little curious about being able to hop the train from Frankfurt to Cologne. Hopefully I figure everything out.
Honestly, you will be fine. They'll have plenty of English signage. It's not going to be a stress.
And we did have a super chat loosely based around this. Yeah.
Yeah, Shrez is asking, is Grounded 2 more AA than Expedition 33?
No.
I don't know how to answer that question. Obsidian is a corporately owned massive company.
Even if it's not a lot of Obsidian, you got IDOS Montreal. I wouldn't call it that.
I wouldn't say it's a AA game. I mean, it's a well within its remits scoped.
No, it's probably a lot less people working on it overall than Expedition 33, but the core team is probably similar sized, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But yeah, seriously, go check out the preview vid and the written review in progress vid. There's plenty of details without any story spoilers to go and chew on. And I am quite happy to hop on and play some more. I think we're not allowed, per our agreements, with Microsoft, to jump straight in our current save. We'd have to start again if we were going to do a Hangouts as an example of Grounded 2.
They don't want you to be like later. Immediately right in the end game.
Yeah, exactly. So we won't do that, but we'll definitely do something live. But definitely go check it out. It's a solid, fun time. And if you loved Grounded 1, I've got some clips in there from some friends of mine. And I guess random tangent, because we can do this, it's our show. My original plan was to team up with two friends of mine that adored Grounded 1 to the extent that they spent countless hours in it, more than I have in Sea of Thieves over the course of the last 8 years or whatever that's been out. And when I asked them, I was like, hey, I've done this and I want to be able to pull in all of their knowledge because they played it more than me, and then use that to help inform you, the reader. And despite most people being like, early access to a video game, amazing, yep, sign us up, they were like, I'm not playing it without each other and he's really busy, so I can't. Bless them. And look, I mean, I get it. Every now and then someone has a video game that's super special to them. So thankfully we had Jesse, we had Deadly Headley, and one of our good friends of the channel, Jordan Andale, aka Wheelie Average, from writer from the Outer Haven, also joined us to do some 4-player stuff. So we got 20 hours in, loads of detail there. Go and have a watch. It's a fun survival game. PC Gamer, who I would always describe as fairly harsh in a lot of their critical assessments of video games, waxing lyrical about how even now in its early access, it's one of the best games, that survival games they've ever played. I'm a little less inclined because I'm like, this is the first game with buggies and a dodge button. Maybe that's harsh on my part, but I feel like there's more room for Obsidian and Eidos Montreal to make the game a better game. I look forward to seeing what they do. Plenty of time, plenty of runway for that score, which I gave a 7 to start because I think it's good to increase, and then we'll see where they go. One of the other things, Jesse, that's available at Gamescom for the first time for the public to try and for you to try, because I've already had a go on it, is the Asus ROG Ally X, or the Xbox Ally X. I fucked it up. Even after our conversation, I still
just call it the Asus Xbox Ally handheld.
Yes.
Boom, you're done.
They're going to be there publicly, hands-on.
Really watching you like a hawk every time you pick it up and use it, as it's chained to a gigantic apparatus.
Come in with my Xbox, my normal Ally, and I'll be like, "Well, it's the same one," and I'll try and run away with it. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. In a new report that's just dropped from Bill Billiken over at
Did not mean to hit that button. I put us back on going live for a split second when I went to put the headline down.
Whoops. Okay. Well, Bill Billiken over at Deal Labs has released a new report corroborating some of the information that had previously come out from Ecstasis, and saying that, yes, the Xbox Ally prices and pre-order dates are confirmed. And I quote, because I put this into our own article, which I've translated helpfully into English from French. Where are we?
You're in your house.
Following our recent investigations, says Bill Billiken, we were able to confirm the prices of Xbox's upcoming handheld consoles. Unsurprisingly, they match previous leaks. €599 for the Xbox Ally and €899 for the Xbox Ally X. Among the other data,
I just need to tell people who will take that and put it in a translator, what is that in US prices? Oh my God, it's going to be $750 and $11. It's like, no, it's going to be $600 and $900.
Translation.
It is actually direct, but it's the $599, $899. Like that, we pay less in America. You pay more. Yeah.
Among the other data that they have gathered, they've been able to identify when pre-orders would launch. According to the report, both models will go on sale on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. Now, he also points out that the Xbox team have a live show scheduled for the same day as the reported pre-order leak on Wednesday, August 20th at 2 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Europe time. And yeah, indeed, if you go over to the Xbox Wire blog, for those who can't make the trip to Cologne, blah, 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 and on August the 20th, they have a show scheduled for 2 p.m. BST, 9 a.m. EDT, that says featuring the ROG Xbox Ally handhelds, as well as Grounded 2 Keeper and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So I think these prices and these pre-order dates are pretty accurate. I have zero reason to doubt these at this point.
Yeah, Billy Coon's normally very accurate.
Very reliable. So, yeah, what do you think about this new pricing or this now? Let's take it as confirmed. Always take these things with a grain of salt. Microsoft has not confirmed these prices. But what do you feel? Do you feel like they're bang on?
I mean, it made the most sense because that is essentially what they cost now in the US. Actually, a little. Yeah. So if you look here and you look at what these are, because this went up a little bit, but open box is $650 and $899 for the Ally and the Ally X. So coming out with a new model, eating some of the tariffs and keeping it at $599 and $899 just makes sense. I'm sure people will say it's way too expensive, but that is what these cost to make any money.
Arguably, there's better internals in these. Well, maybe
Far-
not the Xbox Ally, but the Xbox
Yeah.
Ally X, and they have subsidized some of that to a degree, which was one of my original kind of
Yeah, it's a small
suppositions.
subsidy, most
Very
likely,
small.
but it's something most likely in the LIX.
Yeah, and I do want to say, Abdul, you can go with the same report because you've got your figures wrong there. The original Ecstasis leak, because they definitely spilled the beans first, said that it would be €5.99 and €8.99. He may have done different dollar conversions, but they are incorrect.
People always take it as like, I'm going to go in and actually get the difference in price based on what everything's worth now, but 600, 900 always what made the most sense.
Yeah, so I'm definitely keen to go hands-on again with these, and I hope it's a little bit more of an extensive hands-on. And I'm also hopeful that if all of this is accurate, that Microsoft might actually share further details of when we can get the update on existing devices. You know, there's zero reason why my existing ROG Ally X can't run this new operating system, and if it's coming out, or at least pre-orders are out for August. Perhaps there will be some additional testing. Maybe I try and slip Jason Ronald a £20 note and say, "Hey, put me in the testing list for this. I want to have a go."
Yeah. And people are asking, what are the Steam Deck prices? You do not want this one. This is a bad machine. It is not good. It's a terrible screen. It's still weak as piss. It's got a shitty battery. It's got bad Wi-Fi. You would want at least the OLED, which starts at $550. But you're probably best off if you're going to $550, just go to $650 and get the 1 terabyte OLED. That is overall better. Its screen
100%.
is a lot better overall to actually use if there's ever a light within a couple miles of you. This cat really wants to hit my Stream Deck. God damn it. Go away.
Oreo.
He has been jumping around my table nonstop for weeks. I think he's very bored, but he's broken all of his toys. I can't do anything about it. I don't have the money to buy more.
Well,
Go in your box. But yeah, I would call it normal competitive pricing when it doesn't go up despite the qualities of the internals going up.
yeah. I'm in two minds. Like, there's a part of me that really wants the triggers, really wants the grips of the Xbox Ally X, but my existing Ally is fine. And I shouldn't really feel compelled to try and sell that and recoup some money and then buy the new one. Like, I shouldn't.
You can sell your Switch too. It's not like you're going to use it.
Yeah, well, you know, I like to have it. It's fine. Yeah, it's good times anyway. It's worth mentioning because I forgot to mention it during our Gamescom 2025 segment, but I guess this kind of is still loosely within that remit because the Xbox Ally X.
Yeah, there was more stuff in that that Xbox Wire post.
Yes, yeah, I did want to go back. We've also got confirmation that FanFest is returning, which is a good one, especially in an event like this because you get access to that giant airport hangar
and you
Xbox
get
booth.
full. Like it's after hours. It's just you and 100 of your closest new friends. It's all luck of the draw. There is no way to get in as press, sadly, because there'd be another chance to actually check stuff out. But
when we were on the cusp between, yeah, come on now, lads, we're officially recognized as press, and we're still a fan outlet. Like 3 years ago, we did get in because some MS pulled some strings. But yeah, we did feel guilty because we didn't need to be there. We didn't need the swag.
You felt guilty.
Okay, yeah, I felt guilty. But I was royal there are other people. But it was cool. So yeah, I look upon that night as a good night to go.
Yeah, you can go to aka.ms/fanfest if you're going to be at Gamescom and you would like to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Outside of that, other things are on the docket for this big Xbox booth at Gamescom. Outside of all of those games, we do know that we're going to get some more Call of Duty Black Ops 7 stuff from Jeff Keighley on the opening night live show. Thinking of that, I would also expect perhaps some Hollow Knight Silksong stuff, and probably, as someone suggested in the chat, you know, maybe they'll announce these pre-orders and things in that show. I don't know. Maybe they'll save that for the Xbox show, or maybe that's just a deeper dive.
I didn't get an invite to the show this year. I wasn't going to go, but we got one last year.
I just, I've sat through a kiddie show. I don't want to.
Yeah, we sat through one this year. It was fine.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's weird when it's like a mix of so many, like a couple of press and a lot of creators, and then some industry people, and then you just hear and see everyone fanboying out, and it's like,
yeah, I'm not a jam.
It's weird.
Yeah. But yes, also at Gamescom, Microsoft have said that there'll be a celebration of the World of Warcraft community, unveiling the game's next expansion, Midnight, which has actually got its own dedicated hall in booth, I should say, in Hall 8. I expect to see Jez Corden wandering around there predominantly. There's a community stage. Xbox Play Anywhere is getting big banner treatment. There's something they're introducing called the Xbox Digital Passport Quest, which is their way of getting people at the event to interact and have fun and explore every booth that the Xbox is running to win prizes from Amazon, from Meta, from LG, from
I wonder if it's an easier way than doing the these that they did last year, where they were giving these out.
Stuff.
Yeah, because I think most people just kept these instead of actually using them. Because I got multiple. I kept one. I used the other ones at their booth stuff. But
yeah. But as well as the Xbox shows, which are streaming at the same times on August 20th and August 21st, Bethesda are doing a broadcast as well on Friday, August 22nd, all the way through Gamescom at the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday as well, which will have game showcases, community segments, crafting, all of that fun stuff. It's good times. It's good times.
They're really, really there again. I was curious because they weren't really there in LA. The same way as they have been in the past. They didn't do a fan fest. I don't think many people want to travel to America right now, and that definitely hurts. But people are happy to travel to Germany. There's going to probably be almost 400,000 of them going through Gamescom again. So they're definitely all in. And I'm curious how much of their booth stuff they reuse. Because it would just make sense.
Yeah.
Like, it looks amazing, and most of it was...
statues.
Yeah. The Doom statue won't be there, but, like, yeah.
It might.
Oh, maybe, because it's amazing. It was like friggin' 35 feet tall? It was insane. Cool.
Yeah, lots to look forward to. And thanks to this community, thanks to a lot of the people watching right now that are patrons, some of our YouTube members, you guys all helped us crowdfund and fundraise, particularly Kevin S, to get Anton Raptor, to help us get there. Myself, Jesse, and Pre-Drag, we're going to be on the show floor, tackling as much as we can. Our calendars are stuffed. You are going to get video previews, walk around the show floor. We'll try and do regular kind of quick and dirty live streams where we'll just sit in front of a camera and talk through what we played.
Yeah, there no podcast that weekend because we are both flying back on podcast day. So Nick might not be able to do it, but we might just hop on for a podcast to talk about Gamescom a bit on Monday. I don't know if we want to wait a full week, but we'll see.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We can roll with the punches.
Maybe Friday night would possibly work, except it's last night and everyone's going to want to go out, and then I've got to get up super early to hit the train and then a plane, and so pain in the butt, but a fun pain in the butt. Plus, there's
a problem to have.
We're missing a lot of these shows. We're missing these shows. We're missing a podcast next month. We're doing lots of travel, both Gamescom and not Gamescom. It's going to be a lot.
So much fun. Next up in news, keeping an Xbox slant to things, Microsoft have added age verification for UK Xbox users.
It's optional for now until January, and I was able to trick John earlier when his camera wasn't working, and I joked that he had to age verify before his camera would turn on, and he believed me.
Yeah, hence much complaining. So... Yes, thanks to, in this instance, my country, Microsoft have detailed the Xbox division's commitment to player safety in line with the recent age verification rules that have now come into effect in the United Kingdom, and they've detailed these over on a blog post on Xbox Wire yesterday. Per the post from Kim Coons, VP of Gaming Trust and Safety, they've said, at Xbox, we're committed to providing players with a safe and secure experience on our platform. Since launching our first ever gaming console that connect players online in 2005, we've continued to invest in state-of-the-art. I mean, that's wrong. The original Xbox could connect players online in 2002. Do you even know your own history, Kim? Anyway, over more than 2 decades of experience, we've developed a multifaceted safety, privacy, and security approach that features built-in safety measures, respects player privacy, and empowers players, parents, and caregivers to have control over their gaming experiences. Side note, as a parent, Xbox family settings is robust, and I can absolutely ruin my son's day, as I have today, because he refused to take a shower this morning. He smells. So I was like, okay, repercussions. Here's the consequences of your actions. He's lost his phone and his Xbox is powered down. Good luck, son. Enjoy your punishment. So this has happened right now, beginning yesterday, as part of the compliance to that program for UK Online Safety Act, which has passed in Parliament, and their own ongoing investments in tools and technologies to help ensure age-appropriate experiences. Players who indicate their account age as 18 and over that are based in the UK and signing into Xbox with a Microsoft account will begin seeing notifications encouraging them to verify their age. This is a one-time process for players in the UK and ensures that Microsoft can continue to provide all players on their platform with age-appropriate experiences. Now, I don't know about you. Worthwhile, good benefit, massive necessary burden? Or
do not trust the government to ever run anything like this because I don't know how any of it works. And it's mainly just a way for their friends to make a bunch of money being charged to run these companies.
Yep.
Every time. Without fail.
And I can't wait for the inevitable, we've leaked everyone's info and here's all the sites they've been accessing and
Yep. That's like the main point of all the ones that are going against prawn in the U.S. is eventually it's just going to be like, now you can't go to this liberal website. Like they're just, it never ends. Once you let them start doing this and cataloging everything you do, it then just gets added into your Palantir profile and it all, and then you get cold if you're not going by what the government wants.
Yeah. So sorry, folks. Not gooning approved.
No.
Mohammed with the super chat says, can't Nick run the podcast alone with 2 guests? Yes, he could, but on a week where we've been at Gamescom and demoed and previewed loads of cool stuff, and we wouldn't be there to talk about it, it would be a pretty weird show that feels kind of unnecessary. And
he would just try and do a bunch of rumors.
Yeah, and he would also wreak havoc. But hey, I don't want another rage video about me disrespecting Nick. So I'll keep my mouth shut on that.
I replied to one of those, and the guy never replied back. I was like, "Hey, you could have just asked us."
Yeah, no,
you don't. We're friends with Nick. You're not. You could have just asked us.
I mean,
how it all went.
Nick and I had a grown-up conversation about it, like putting this to bed. Hello, Oliver Darko. Go get your engagement, bro. And it's basically, we're of 2 different opinions, but my frustration was that we'd agreed on a course of action with regards to the rumor mills and how to handle reporting appropriately. And why I was cross was that Nick deliberately circumvented that. And obviously Nick was a bit upset because, yes, I absolutely lost my temper and probably said some slightly meaner things than I necessarily intended. But
you intimated he wasn't incredibly handsome, and we all know that's a lie.
Thankfully, we're both grown-ups and we're quite capable of communicating sufficiently and positively to each other. And from my point of view, it's been put to bed.
Yeah. Despite the multitudes of people DMing Nick trying to get him to quit.
Yeah. I mean, he could if he wanted, but like, love him as we do. We all know, and Nick knows, he's far too lazy to do any of this on his own. Love you, bro. Next up in news, interesting fun times. I swear we already talked about this, but it was probably on the podcast.
Yeah, it was a podcast.
Wolfenstein TV series is now in development at Amazon from Fallout.
Extremely early development, I think people need to remember.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Having said that, yes, please cast Alan Richardson from Reacher as BJ Blazkowicz because hell's yeah, perfect casting. Make that happen. I won't spend too long on that one because there's plenty of others to dive into.
Yeah, I some of the bigger things that, there's not, I don't know if there's always the exact same crossover audience. I did take out a lot of the stuff from the podcast, but that's one I'm interested and happy in, especially because for some reason they just send me like every show they make now at Amazon. I wish I watched more of them. Yeah, it's nice to feel included. The Wolfenstein games are all great. It's very much more over the top Man in the High Castle. Alternate history where the Nazis won but you're fighting them, and it's great. It'll be one hell of a show if they pull it off. It's only in the conceptual stages. It's not in anything more than that. There aren't scripts. There's not casting. It's like, we want to do this. Let's start it up. Stages.
Yep, and I'm all for it. I think it'll be lots of fun. Q, they better not make this political. Yes. Anyway, next up in news, Bethesda are celebrating one heck of a milestone as the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion has hit 9 million players, which is an impressive feat for a
Oblivion Remastered. You'll get yelled at by some nerd.
Did I say remake? Apologies.
You just said Oblivion
Remastered.
has hit.
Oh, okay. I presume people would assume. Anyway, my bad.
You presume too much. You know they want to complain.
Never assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. Yeah, 9 million players. As always, the trolls hit the comments. Oh, how many of those sales? We don't know. Microsoft haven't said.
I have no idea.
What do you want?
I don't know, nor do I actually care. I enjoyed it. People are always complaining that it still doesn't run great, but one of the main reasons is because it's still running on Gamebryo. If it was a complete bottom to top Unreal Engine remake, it could run great, but it's Unreal Engine graphics running on top of Gamebryo, and Gamebryo doesn't take advantage of modern hardware. It wasn't built for tons of different cores and higher speeds and all the modern amenities that we're used to in CPUs and GPUs. So it can really struggle at times to do the most basic things because it's 20 years old.
Yeah, but it's a solid remaster.
Yep.
And yeah, Sherez, is there stats on raw sales? No, Microsoft have not shared that information, nor have they given a split between Game Pass players and not. But in the days of MAUs, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
including
good.
The next story, which I'm going to rearrange because I think it makes sense to go with the next one.
Yeah, another milestone celebrated is from Slow Clap's Rematch, which has reached 5 million players overall. But if you wanted a split, it has celebrated 3 million of those players on Xbox. And obviously, Rematch launched into Xbox Game Pass on release. So it gives you a pretty clear idea and indication of the split.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pause here for a second, and you might consider me to be out of line. But when I see players scoffing, and I say players, when I see idiots on Twitter scoffing at the idea of any... when a publisher or a developer skips Xbox and they scoff at their very eye, oh, why would you bother? It's a dead platform. Well, 3 million players for an indie game is nothing to sneeze at, right? The developers got paid from whatever Game Pass deal they made. They've still sold 2 million copies on every other platform, right? I disagree with this notion that, because it's third place and they've only like 40 million Xboxes out there, we shouldn't bother. Because from my experience and from personal anecdote and knowledge of other Xbox players, I find that they are typically more hardcore, more into games, and play and buy more things, even with Game Pass.
And even if it's like lower, if you've got 40 or 50 million total consoles between this and last gen, and you can get 1 million sales between that. That's an insane amount of money for what ports cost nowadays. Like it's just, the math is always in its favor of eventually being everywhere if you're multiplat.
Yeah.
God, Nick sucks.
Absolutely.
At this game.
I mean, like if in a crazy world, if I was happy and somehow miracles occurred and we were making, our card game into a real video game and I had 1 million players, I would be fucking ecstatic. But yeah, 5 million, 3 million of them on Game Pass, great. Long may that game live. I think it's a really solid and great idea, and I wish Slowcap the best in their continued journey for the title. Next up in news, Xbox's July update is now rolling out, I believe, for everyone, which includes more ways to play on PC. You'll be able to stream your own console games to your Windows desktop or laptop via the Xbox PC app. There's cross-device play history now that is rolled out for everyone, so you'll be able to see what you've played across all of your devices. And you get rewards for playing on the Xbox PC app via Microsoft Rewards. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've been testing that update. I don't know. I'm in the Delta ring, so maybe the last couple of weeks since they first announced it. And it's really solid. It's really, really good times.
It is slowly getting better. They still are working against the garbage that was the original Windows Store and how it was built for no more than like 2 gig mobile apps. So it's coming around. It still needs some work. Not perfect, but it's better. It's a lot better than it had been, at the very least.
Yeah. I want to call this one out in the chat. Gentlestone just said prioritizing PlayStation over Xbox for a small team makes sense based on hardware sales. Absolutely. Zero disagreement from me.
And it's
the
still
only disagreement I have is when a developer comes out and physically says there's no point in developing for Xbox. That's where I'm like,
and it really depends on, do you already have an audience there? What is the genre? Like some genres just do really well on one platform versus the next. If you've putting games out on that platform and it's a follow-up and people know it, it can do great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, anyway, if you want a list of what games you can stream that you own to Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta, you can check. There's 250 odd, and all of the list is actually over on the Xbox Wire blog, which I'll put in the chat. I did just see, I swear it flashed up on the screen, someone just joined the Xbox community here on YouTube. I think it's Clinton something.
Yeah, he subbed to the channel, not joined as a member, but subbed. Thank you. The sub button hit. We're very close to 30,000.
I know. And we've done that all without ridiculous amounts of horrific clickbait and silliness.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that is one of the main things that always comes through when I see him talking in chat. Like, Xbox players buy games. They always have. The actual spend on the platform is solid. It's not dead or bad. The issue is the same as it is everywhere else, which is discoverability is really tough. So it's hard to get people to know your game exists. Once they do, and they break through, people will buy it. People spend a lot of money on these platforms, on all of them. They are all making insane amounts of money. When you see shifts and changes, and you see, it's not, when you see people getting fired even, it's not because things are going poorly for the platform holders. It's because it's the end of their financial year. And as our Thursday show will probably all talk about, because the financials, I think, come out tomorrow, they're making more money than ever with more people playing than ever. There's nothing dead about any platform right now.
It's not a conspiracy. Yeah.
That was 20K Nation, supposedly on Final Fantasy.
Next up.
This one makes me feel like time slowed down. We hadn't talked about it on this show yet, but we hadn't.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was later on Thursday, maybe.
Yeah, it was after the show. No, it was announced on Friday. That's why it didn't come out until Friday. Dying Light the Beast, which Ursel went and previewed a little while ago, and there's coverage available along with a video over on XboxEra.com and YouTube right now. Was meant to be releasing this August. It has been delayed by 4 weeks into mid-September. I believe September 19th is the new release date. Just because they want to deliver the best experience possible. Yeah. It's a minor delay, nothing to get your knickers in a twist about.
A month for polish.
Yeah, I'll take that. Why not? They're reacting to a lot of the feedback that they've heard from people in preview sessions, from content creators, media. And if they can do something about any oddities or things that people didn't like and make a difference, fuck yeah, go and do it.
And it makes it a lot easier for us. It was going to be very hard to try and cover at its original date.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, if you want to check out a little bit more about Dying Light the Beast, you can head over to our website right now. There's a lengthy written preview and video with tons of new footage that Ursel captured that you can go and check out. It is good fun, and Dying Light fans should be well fed.
I'm wondering if we get to capture anything at Gamescom. I don't remember last year if we could. I think some say you might be able to. I'll bring my little SSD normally.
Yeah, I've got an SSD USB, but from experience, sometimes they expect you to actually have a USB that you slot into a device that they all have plugged into these different preview stations to then grab your, MP4 capture or MKV capture, and then you simply remove your SSD and you've got the file. Whether that's the case this time,
Yeah.
I'm always nervous about it because, like, what's compatible? You know, who knows? I guess we'll find out. Next up in news, Sony is suing Tencent. And I'm not surprised because I think we all commented at the time about how awful of a rip-off this looked. And there's the word allegedly ripping off Horizon video games here. I mean, but let's all be honest here, it's pretty blatant. Yeah, this is interesting. This is reported by Routers. Sony Interactive.
Reuters.
Oh, whatever. I always say it wrong. Has sued Tencent for copyright and trademark infringement in California federal court, accusing the Chinese tech conglomerate of ripping off its popular Horizon series of adventure video games. This is written by Blake Britton. Sony said in a lawsuit filed on Friday that Tencent's upcoming Light of Motrium, or Moterium, I don't know how that's meant to be pronounced, is a Slavish clone of its games that copies several distinctive Horizon elements and threatens to confuse buyers. Now, this is compounded further by the fact that reportedly Tencent, before they revealed the game, asked if they could license the Horizon IP from Sony before they did
multiple times.
Oof. Yeah. Spokespeople for Tencent and attorneys and spokespeople for Sony have not responded immediately to requests for comment on Monday. Sony released the first game in the Horizon series, Horizon Zero Dawn, on PlayStation 4 in 2017. It sold over 38 million copies, apparently. I know a lot.
I think a lot of them were the first game. When last gen they did put things cheaper, but no matter which way you slice it, it's an impressive number.
Yeah, and I think it belays how seemingly unpopular it is among the media and among players. Like,
well, the newer games didn't.
Majority here.
It was mostly the first game, from what I remember. Like the first game is most of those 38 million. It was like it was almost 30 itself, and so then you have Horizon Forbidden West, the VR game, like Horizon Adventures. I'm guessing the VR and like Horizon Adventures didn't really do much, but yeah, it's done all right.
I snuck a little nugget about Horizon Lego Adventures in a recent news piece. I don't know if people picked up on it, but I did.
Yeah, this is aesthetically very similar. Gameplay wise, not so much.
Yeah,
like the actual gameplay systems and stuff aren't really, but the aesthetics and the future civilization with robot dinosaurs really evokes the feelings of Horizon. It doesn't look as goofy and dumb, but it definitely feels like they're going for something, and it's got a lot of the similar looking tech in the world and stuff. But the games itself, I remember the game itself wasn't so much Horizon, but interesting times. Now, I know we spoke about it on Saturday, but this Sony job listing that suggested increasing focus on multi-platform titles, that was on Friday, so we haven't spoken about it on this show either. Yep. I feel like it's probably worth having a quick mention. Yeah, it's because it's been used by the regular crowds to both say this means nothing and this means everything, when the only reality is this means something. What that is, no idea, but it's the same thing as people are like, it's only 4 games. No, you're wrong. It was, Phil even said at the time, it's an experiment. AKA, if any of these sell well, we're doing a ton. But it also doesn't mean full slate. Like Microsoft still hasn't done full slate. I know a lot of people think they make 3 games a millennia, and so everything's come over now. But it's like, no, they still got like 30 things they haven't ported and never will because it doesn't make any sense. It'll be the same for PlayStation. They're not going to get like Gravity Rush over, or not even Astrobot most likely, because they don't seem...
It makes no sense on the Xbox.
Yeah, on
0 sense.
Like this... They want specific things that make sense, and trying to make money back on some of your superhero things could make sense. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Doesn't mean Spider-Man would. I don't think they'd ever do Last of Us. It doesn't have microtransactions and all those other things, and it's still a brand identifier. Same with like God of War, but they have a lot of other stuff that would be fine. I think doesn't mean it happens though.
the reality that a lot of perhaps more militant fanboys would refuse to accept is that to these companies, the perception of console wars isn't really real. There's no point scoring here. Most of these companies that are now publicly traded care about shareholder value. And the reality, the fact is that it's a mature market. There's no real big growth anymore. And so now the only avenue left to some of these big platform holders, we've already seen Microsoft do it, is to start taking their IP elsewhere. And you've seen all platform holders do this. Movies and TV, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft are all taking IPs they own and making them into TV shows and films, right? Excuse me, there's an ice cream van. I live in a British
I don't hear it. Now I hear it.
And that fucker parks right outside my house every single time because he knows I have kids that live here.
Does
Here
he?
comes the thump, thump, thump of my
Has he
daughter.
age
Daddy,
verified?
Daddy. I don't know. But yeah, so this is the reality. Now, Microsoft have gone a step further and said, well, okay, what can we do beyond film and TV? Well, we can start licensing and publishing games on other platforms. Sony do that too. They've done it on PC. But will they start looking at Xbox? Well, the answer is yes, because we have Helldivers too.
These are multiple
John.
expensive job listings. Like they're $300,000 a year plus benefits for 3 people. Like you're spending $1 million a year just to see over Helldivers, MLB The Show, and Destiny and Marathon. Like, no, you would only get this type of job if there's going to be more. It might not be a ton more right away. It might take a while. It might also be, well, all our shit's going to be available there on PC anyways, and there's nothing we can do about it type of thing, but we can make a little more.
It all ties into the reality that the biggest games are platforms, and if you want, the Last of Us to be truly enormous, you put it everywhere you freaking well can. I'm not saying that means The Last of Us is coming to Xbox. I doubt it, right? I also doubt how big the capability of all of the Sony teams is in reality beyond Nix's, which is its sole job to port things hither and thither, right? But the consideration and the thought process is accurate and in motion at most of these game companies. All right. Nintendo, well, yeah, Nintendo, they're content still being a toy and they don't take things in the same way. And they're just exploring film and IP partnerships and theme parks.
Their fans allow them to operate in a way that no one else's fans do.
Yeah. Anyway, worth mentioning. Last couple of news stories now as we close out the show. Atari has purchased and acquired 82% of the remaining stock for Thunderful Publishing, or Thunderful Group, I think is the company officially known at, for approximately €4.5 million.
Crazy they are that cheap because they were publicly traded at like 90 of their local currency and they were down to a penny stock of like 0.3 per share.
So you view this as more of a saving?
No, Thunderful was not going to be around much longer without this. When you can spend that little to essentially buy an entire publisher, things are not going well.
Yeah. I say that like they're responsible for some really great games. Planet of Lana, I think you did Lost in Random.
We've done a lot of Thunderful games.
I mean, we just had Viewfinder announced. That's Thunderful published. It was on PC and PlayStation like back in 2023. That's coming to Xbox this August. There's a ton of stuff, and they're a good publisher. So it's good to see this. That they're not going to be going anywhere. And obviously, we've got Planet of Lana 2 coming from these guys at some point. I can't remember if it's next year, isn't it?
It's next year. Yeah,
next year. So yeah, good.
Well, they just got 4 million. See if they want to do a console wars game.
Yeah, shall I ring them up? Give them a ring. Hello, 2 Kings.
Hello. We are in Sweden.
And last couple of bits here. Worth mentioning, Marvel Cosmic Invasion is swiftly approaching, and they've revealed 2 new characters as well as the voice cast for the game. Reading this from XboxEra.com, written by some bloke called Jesse Donkabase. 2 new characters have been revealed at Comic-Con, a panel. We've got the Silver Surfer coming in and Beta Ray Bill. And
He's a Thor.
cast.
Or not a Thor. Yeah.
Basically.
Is he a lantern? I forget. Don't yell at me, Marvel fans.
But yeah, we've got Brian Bloom voicing Captain America, Silver Surfer, Steve Blum voicing Venom. And
He's a
Magneto
Thor.
Trevor Duvall voicing Rocket Raccoon, Cal Dodd voicing Wolverine, Josh Keaton voicing Spider-Man, Matt Mercer voicing Nova and Annihilus.
It's a really good voice cast. This game looks basic, but from what I saw and what Ursel said to me, because he never wrote it down or did a video, it's actually really fun, complicated gameplay. Like there's a lot to the systems. You wouldn't know it. He never really said anything on the site about it. I'm surprised people haven't argued about the woke.
Preview.
He's on a rainbow bridge. How dare they have a rainbow in a game? It's woke.
Disgusting.
But yeah, I would have done a Sonic Crossroads preview, but I was told there was going to be one. Sonic Crossroads amazing, way better than the Mario Kart that I played a little bit of. But yeah, this game looks real good. It's later this year. They keep writing 2025 on it. I don't think it has an actual date though.
No, maybe we'll find out at Gamescom opening night live, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. That is pretty much all the news. But one thing I will leave you guys with, because I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the show, so I may as well tell you about it now, is if you missed it, our very own Gyozo, aka Fairy Empire, headed over to Poland to try out Bloober Team and their new self-published IP, Cronos, The New Dawn. They very candidly provided us with a metric shit ton of excellently captured high quality B-roll. And Fairy and I worked together on Sunday. And not only did we produce, his article is long because it gives you a little mini, and I appreciate it, right? Like when you go to a place and you get to travel for a preview, I always like to mention a little bit about the actual preview event itself. And he actually gives a little history lesson about Poland and where he was and why it was relevant. And he wove that back into the preview about the game because the game is set in a future destroyed Krakow in Poland. And you alternate between a 1980s version and the present day version, which is obviously in disarray. It's very much Dead Space, Resident Evil 4, Evil Within type vibes, slow, tanky movement.
Oddly enough, only English VO, which people in Poland keep getting very mad about. They're like, a Polish dev setting a game in Poland, and they never do Polish VO.
Yeah, I think that's probably just a...
It's got to be money. It's a money thing.
Well, it's just to sell more. I mean, I think you...
Well, you need to have English, and then you probably... That's most of your budget, and so then you don't have the money to do more.
But there's a chunky gameplay video here. It's around, I think they gave me about 40 minutes of B-roll, and the gameplay preview. From the preview video perspective, I ended up editing out the lengthy history of Poland pieces because I couldn't really work them into showing off gameplay. So Ferry and I agreed for the video version, we just trim it down a bit. Otherwise, that video would have been 25 minutes long. So it's around 16 minutes or so of really cool footage. But we also uploaded a gameplay only, no commentary preview, which, as always, because no one likes to hear actual thoughts from anybody, they just want to see the game, is probably the more popular video. But I'd recommend watching both. Go get a feel. I was actually looking today at how crazy some of our videos went, and that Doom, the Dark Ages, no commentary video was 270k views, I think, in the end. And my recent Abiotic Factor review of one of the two outlets that actually reviewed the freaking thing is over 23 now, I think, which is great. But yeah, if you haven't seen that Cronos, the New Dawn footage, go and check it out. It is a great preview. Ferry did excellent work, and the video is a lot of fun to make. Got a real 80s synth vibe to it, so it's fun.
I want to look at I can show a little inside baseball here. Doom, the Dark Ages, analytics. People are always wondering, what do you make if it's like some big success?
What
Let's see.
If we get 270.
So over time, something that big, 270.9 thousand, 16.1 thousand hours of watch time, 548 subs, made $580. If we had 270,000 views on the website, that would be many thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
many.
That is the reality
YouTube pays
of how
shit.
hard it is.
Yeah.
To media.
YouTube does not pay very well. That's not good.
No.
For that many views, our most viewed thing ever, that's bad.
Yeah. So there you go. little bit of inside baseball for folks. Anyways, thank you ever so much, as always, to everybody who's tuned in, watched, participated, stayed around to chat, and had a good time. We really appreciate your time, your patience, and your presence. Thank you ever so much. We will be back on Thursday with more headlines and the latest and greatest.
Yeah, probably centered around Microsoft financials if they're out.
Yay, my favorite show. But otherwise, we'll be back on Saturday for the Xbox Era podcast, episode 274. Until then, dear friends, go play some Grounded, go play whatever new cool video game you feel like, and we'll see you next time. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.
Mommy, no, Daddy's getting hot at the body shop. They're doing something unholy. He like it, yeah. He like it, yeah. He like it, yeah. He like it, yeah. Lucky girl, she got married to a boy like you. She'd kick you out if she ever knew about all the you tell me that you do. Dirty boy, you know everyone is talking on the scene. I hear them whispering about the places that you've been and how you don't know how to keep your business clean. Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy. He sat back while she's dropping it. She be popping it. Yeah, she put it down slowly. Oh, he left his kids at oh, so he can get that. Mommy don't know Daddy's getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy.
Daddy, if you want it, drop the addy.